Hello, everyone. Dan Mitzi Harris here, a product designer on the Foundations design team. Oh, that was terrible. Let's do that again. I'll smile. Everyone, and I'm joined by, please also do the same, everybody, some fantastic colleagues in the UX
What the heck?
team. Today, I'm going to be talking about some Figma stuff, some things that are hard, some new components that we're introducing in the design systems team. But I'd love you to try and do the things with me in real time as we go along. I'm not going to be able to follow the Zoom chat. I'm not going to be able to follow the doc. But our first tip is if you type the / button, you can say something with your mouse. So if you've got any questions as we go, just wiggle them in front of my face and I'll stop and try and address them. How are we looking? Nice. We've got 2 photos. Hopefully we have some more coming. But in the meantime, let's go to Avatar. You will need your photo for Avatar coming up. So a couple of milestones ago, we introduced some changes to the Avatar components. You can now do things you used to do, like toggle between square, circle, and different sizes. But what's new now is the fallbacks we have here and a couple of different options if you need to make your files more realistic. Same for the project ones. We've also got some fun new projects in here. So yeah, as I go, get involved, try it out in the section below. Do not be shy. We also added a new component that allows you to do this label, sublabel thing, which we weren't able to do before. And you can test this out by bringing your photo from earlier, just copy it. And if everything works well, I can just paste it on this image and it will update. It didn't work, never mind. Show more properties if you need to do it manually and add it in down by here. Gonna let me do it. No, copy. This is the joys of live demos. Everybody, show more properties. Go on, let me paste it by there. Hooray, there we go. Super brittle. Hopefully you don't need to do that. But anyway, moving on to breadcrumbs. This is a lovely new component that Katie worked on. We can change the number of visible levels nice and easily. We've got different types. So if you're in a personal namespace, it'll look more like this. If you're in the admin or user area, more like that. But I love the group and project ones. This includes our new avatar component. So if you need to go in and you know you want to change this, we can change this one to not be a fallback anymore. And another lovely logo Ipsum. So logo Ipsum, lovely, jubbly. All right. I'm not seeing any questions, so I think everyone's having lots of fun with these. Labels are cool. Labels are fun. They power GitLab, and it's how work gets done. Let's see how this one works. I'm just going to find some in the product and copy them in. This is what I was supposed to do earlier. So the new labels component has some great fun stuff. Scribble around. We can do scoped labels like we were before. We can add in a remove button if we need to. I'm going to do a color change because this used to be quite hard before, but core platform. If you do something sneaky and click on show more properties, there's one color here. If we change that, our whole label updates. And don't worry if we've got one that needs to be a darker color, we can change it to a darker label and have a nice dark color here. Hooray. have fun with all of those. Another super component, I don't know how long this is going to take, so I'm whizzing through. Another super component we've got is the navigation. Thanks again, Katie, for work on this. Super simple. You choose your active section, so code, and we want to go to commits. Hooray! This used to take days to create one of these. It now takes a couple of seconds. So I hope this is super helpful for you all. All right, the fun ones. Slots and modals. If I had a share for every time I heard someone say, oh no, I have to detach a modal to put content in, I would be a very rich chap. Common thing is, oh, I want to stick a drop down in this modal. So what we might want to do is go here, detach instance. No, do not do that. We don't need to. We can create some lovely little content, turn this into a component, and now we can dump this component inside here by doing a little switcheroo. So I've selected the modal contents. Oh, this is bad. I should have demoed this. Where's this going to be? My modal content. Ta-da! There it is. No detach needed. Fun, fun, fun. Oh, modal. This isn't called modal. This is called drop down, the dreaded drop down component. So I want to add a really long list. You already know what's coming up. It's not our good friend detach instance. Turn this into a component. Stick it in here, list, choose one. I'm not in the component library. I want to be in my file, my long list. Go on. Hooray! And now this even stays updated if I have lots of them. Hooray! Isn't Figma great fun when it works? All right, what else we've got? I want to add a new person. You already know what it is. Let's take our inside bits, duplicate that. So now we've got it over here. We can detach this one, but turn it into a new component. Who shall it be? Why not be me? Dan MH, Dan MH. Let's get our photo from earlier. Hooray. What am I doing for time? I have no idea. Let's see if it's going to work first time this time. No, never mind. Go on. Go in there. You horrible little thing. Right. Copy. Paste. Hooray. There he is. My users list. Dump it in. List. Switch that out. Local components. My users list. Hooray. There I am. Oh, one more on drop down because it's so much fun. Let's say you want to, my lovely button. Our drop down tips should align to the center of the button. I know all of you do this, and it isn't only me and Jeremy who care about these little details. It's every single one of you. So flip that over to dynamic and do the dirtiest little trick of all time to avoid detaching. Fill around with that auto layout in there, and you can move it around free as a bird. So that's just the tip top. There's some weird auto layout stuff, and you can move it around. Hooray, I know you have all lost sleep over trying to put that drop down tip in the right position. All right then, design tokens, blah, 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 read all the things. Let's forget all of that and jump straight into the good stuff. Add the library to your file. So libraries, oh, look at that. Everyone do their updates. Beta design tokens, add it. And then we can start using them. This is a heading. So our color will be, let's get over to the design tokens library, text color heading. Hooray, this is some normal text. Text color default. Yay. Text color default. Oh, link. Is it blue 700, blue 600, blue 500? Nobody knows. It's text color link. All right. Borders. Are they gray 100, 200, 300? Place your bets. Who cares? It's border color default. Hooray. More text color headings. Oh, status. This one's complete. What could a positive status look like? Oh, no, not feedback. Status icon color. Hooray. This one's in progress. Status. Where are you? Status info icon color. Champion. What's coming up? It's a neutral status. Da, 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 da. Ta-da. Let us know how you get on. Stick it in there. Have fun playing with it at the bottom. Right then, some fast things because I'm fast running out of time. You may have noticed this is so satisfying the first time you do it. So if you're going to do any of these demos, this is the one. You can use tab to jump between text boxes. And it feels amazing. Woo! All right then. Hands up if you're a calculator, not me. Let's create a little box here. And you can do some sums. 2 plus 2 equals 4. Minus 1, that's 3. Quick maths, let's go. It's not just additions. We can do divisions. So I want Big Shack to be half the size. Fantastic. Divided by 2. Oh, maybe 80% times 0.8. No, preferred him where he was, times 1.25. Hooray for Big Shack. Cool, copy and paste properties. I want this rectangle over here to look like one of these. Command Option C, Command Option V, ta-da, off we go. Even works on text. Command Option C, Command Option V. Nice. Hey, X-ray vision. This is fun. Wondering why your file's slow? It's probably because there's a bunch of stuff hiding that you cannot see. So Command Y, figure out where all of that hidden stuff is. Do not look at our button components before they get updated because they have so much junk hiding inside them. And that's why your prototypes are slow. But good news is we're trying to fix it. Coming soon, we're unraveling the UI kit and trying to make it easier. Components inside components, dependencies. If you love that stuff, look in there, removing base components, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. Fun, fun, fun. So in the final couple of minutes, I got 3 questions for you. Tell me what's hard to achieve. Tell me where you are looking for how and when to use components, and feel free to ask me anything about Figma. Thanks for coming along for this Chaos Whirlwind tour.
That was excellent. Does anyone have any questions? Your minds are blown, I get it, because it was magical. I don't see anything in the agenda. Does anyone want
I can teach
Dan
you one more trick.
More? There you go.
I got one more trick for you. This button by here, you can leave a comment and say @DanMH, tell me more. And I will respond to the comments when I'm back in the office on Friday.
Austin is writing a question about the AMA about Figma. Austin, you want to? Okay, you got it. Oh, do you have a favorite shortcut?
I didn't until UI3, which is what this is, rolled around. I don't know how many of you, your Figmas have updated. Now, I don't know where anything is, so I use Command K and do clip content is probably the number one thing that I do now. I think they're trying to push people towards this Command K menu. So if you're not used to it, probably now is the time.
What's Command K supposed to do?
I thought I was still sharing my screen. I'll do it one more time for the recording. So Command K opens their magic everything menu, and I mostly use it for toggle clip content like that. Because that's the one setting I seem to never be able to find anymore.
Cool. Gina, you have a question?
Not really, it's not a question, but it was more of me being very excited about the drop down. Because that used to be like one of the hardest things that I would have to detach. So that and popover, I usually detach. So very exciting stuff.
Nice, thank you. We've got GitLab's best brains on the case. Many a discussion and argument is currently being had around these slot type things, where the spacings should come from, how they should be presented. So if you've got any ideas or preferences, do let us know. There's a couple of components that work like this, but they're all inconsistent at the minute. Sometimes the padding comes from what you stick in it. Sometimes the padding comes from where it is. Hopefully we can make it more visible and easier for everybody to use.
Very cool. Anyone else have anything for the last 20 seconds?
Just me, very quickly. Dan, I do know Michael Dapper, who's Big Shaq. So that's an inside joke because he was asking me if I'm going to know the meme that he's putting up. And then secondly, thank you very much for all those who worked on not just the menu, but the breadcrumbs and the avatar, because I use them, I don't know, ubiquitously every day. So this is going to be a big, yeah, it's going to help me a lot. So thank you a lot.
Yeah,
Katie,
awesome.
Jeremy, Sasha.
Big props. Awesome. All right. Thank you, Dan, very much. I will stop.